Hello champions, how are you all? I hope you are preparing very well for your board examination right now. Okay, so in this video, I brought a very important question that has been given by the examiner in the board exams question paper. That is the number of time a loop executes. Okay, so in this video, I will be covering with questions a fundamental concept and the logic and the approach behind solving those questions. Okay, if you're first time watching this particular channel and you're first time watching this video, then I will request you to subscribe this particular channel, press the bell icon. Okay, and if you have already done this, then sit with your pen and notebook and watch this video till end. Now let's see. This is the question number one. Okay, is the question number one visible to all of you? Is it? Okay, this is question number one. So what is the first approach that you need to do whenever these questions are asked? The easiest way is first find out which is my outer loop and which is my inner loop. In this case, this is my outer loop, yes or no, and this is my inner loop. Outer loop and inner loop, and this is the first thing that you need to figure out. Then what you need to do, just write down how many times your outer loop will work. Do not think about inner loop right now. See, as I can see, my outer loop is started from 1 and it will reach till 3 because I is equal to 1, then 2, then 3. Then I will be only mentioning the numbers 1, 2 and 3. Over. Now after mentioning what my outer loop will print or execute, then I will be erasing this. I will not be thinking about outer loop now. Now I will be thinking about my inner loop, and see, every time whenever we know this already, that whenever my outer loop will work once, my inner loop will work entirely. Yes or no? Entirely for that particular moment. So what will happen? Now my inner loop has the variable j this time. That's why I've mentioned j. So for the first time, can you say me how many so what will be the my value of j if I will be executing? You just say me how many times is executed. Can you see? J has started from 1 and it is reaching till 2. So here, as we can see in this particular question, my inner loop is not dependent on my outer loop. So as we can see, when my outer loop will work once, so inner loop will start from 1 till 2, then start from 1 till 2, then start from 1 till 2. Yes or no? Yes, very good. Now, then after doing this, the last thing, which is the easiest process, just count the number of times. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, so 6 times. Yes or no? So 6 times my j loop is working. So here my j loop is nothing but my inner loop. So how many times my inner loop has worked here? Inner loop has worked here for, or my inner loop executes here, will be execute for 6 times. And what about my outer loop? It will work till how many times? How many times my outer loop executes? 3 times. Yes or no? Because here my outer loop is nothing but my I loop. Could you see? Okay. Now let us move to another question. See, same thing. We will be following the same thing here. This is my outer loop. This is my outer loop. And this is my inner loop, as I can see so far. Yes or no? Then what we need to do? Write down I, which is my outer loop here. And just see, I had started from 1 and it is reaching till I had started from 5 and it will be reaching till 1, and every time it will be decremented by 1. So it will start from 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Yes or no? Very easy. Now as I told, just do not think more about outer loop. Now let us think about inner loop. So my inner loop right now is having the variable as j. So as I can see, every time my j loop is starting from 1, but it is reaching till I. And for the first time, my I is 5. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? See, every time it is starting from 1, it is reaching till I. Then for the second time it will start from 1, then it will reach till 4. Then for the third time this, then for the fourth time this, then for the last time this. Yes or no? This is what is happening. And now count this. J is nothing but my inner loop. Count the number of the number from 1 to till last. So it will be 1. So let me count. Just let me put a circle and count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So here j is my inner loop. So it is working till 15 times. And what about my outer loop? Of course, it has started from 5. and it is reaching till 1, then it is my 5 times. See, things are becoming very easy right now. See, simple steps you need to follow. Okay. Okay. Now the third question. Third question is similar thing you need to do. This is my outer loop. This is my outer loop. And this is my inner loop. Okay. This is my inner loop. My outer loop is I over here. And my I is started from 2 and it will reach till 6. But every time, as I can see, it is increment by 2. So this is 2. Next time it will be plus 2, it will be 4. Then it will be 6. Yes or no? What about my inner loop? Inner loop, I am having variable as j. And here it says, here as well, my inner loop is not dependent on my outer loop. So it has started from 1 and it is reaching till 3. Then again, when my outer loop will be 4, it will be 1, 2, 3. It will start from 1 till 3. Then again, when my outer loop will be 6, it will start from 1 and it will reach till 3. Now just count. Now j here is my inner loop. I here is my outer loop. Then just see, this is 1, 2 and 3. So my outer loop will work here 3 times. What about my inner loop? You need to follow the same process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So my inner loop is executing here for the 9 times. See, are these things becoming very easy right now? Yes, you must be enjoying this, right? Okay. Now number 4. Just take a pause, just take a moment. If you try this out and match your answers with me, I will be following the same step. So as I can see, my outer loop has started from 1 and it is reaching till 5 over here. And now let me see about my inner, let me mark, I have left out the first step that you need to do. This is my outer, this is my inner. So every time, as far as I can see dear, I can see here my inner loop will start from the outer loop value. That is, see here j is my inner loop, but it is depending on my outer loop. Every time here it says that my inner loop will start from the value of I, and the value of I is 1 for the first time and it will reach till 5. Can you see here? It will start from 1 and it will reach till 5 for the first time. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For the second time, it will again start from I. Value of I is 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this will be 3, 3, 4, 5. Value of I will be 4, 4 and 5. Then value of I will be 5, then 5. See, things are becoming again very easy. Inner loop, outer loop. See, I is my outer loop, j is my inner loop. So this is 5 times, this is 4 times, this is 3 times, then 2, then 1. So it is nothing but 15 times my what? Inner loop is working. Inner loop is executing. What about my outer loop? Very easy. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 times my outer loop is executing over here. And remember students, whenever a question will be asked now, how many times does the loop executes? You write for both of the loop. You will be writing outer loop this much, inner loop this much. Okay, if a question has mentioned inner loop, only go for inner loop. Outer loop means only go for outer loop. Okay, if only loop, then you need to mention both the things and do not count and write that total 20 times total 20 times. No, that is totally incorrect. You need not to mention 20 times the loop executes. No, that is incorrect. You need to break it away. If you are writing 20 times, then write down 15 times inner loop is executing and 15 times inner loop is executing and 5 times my outer loop is executing this time. Now the number 5 question. It's a very beautiful question as you can see. Again, I will be following the same thing. This is my outer loop. This is my inner. I will be mentioning the similar way. So I is my outer, j is my inner. Yes or no? So I is 1, 2 and 3. And my j, here it says my j is started from 3 but it is reached till I. And every time it is decreased. So the value of I is 1. So it will be started from 3 and it will reach till 1. And every time it is decremented. So 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. Then again it will start from 3 and it will reach till I. And it will start from 3 and it will remain here only. So see, how many times my inner loop is working right now? This is 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So here my inner loop is working for or executing for 6 times. But what about my outer loop? 3 times. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Now let us move. Yes. Now I have brought questions which is related to my while loop. Okay. Which is related to my while loop. Let me check that is everything visible to you or not, guys. Let me check that everything is visible to you or not. Okay, it is visible. Okay. Now let me see. I am going to follow the same thing here. I will be saying this is my outer, this is my inner. But in the while kind of questions, no, in the while type kind of questions, you need to follow another way. That is, you first entirely mark down your outer loop statements. So let me write first think about outer loop statements now. So which is my outer loop statements? This is my outer loop statements, and this is my outer loop statement as far I can see. Yes or no? Every I will be greater than is equal to 1. Okay, if you will mark down this as well, then also no issue. This is my 1, this is my 2, and this is my 3. These are nothing but my outer loop statements. Can you say? So it has started from 5, as I can see it has started from 5, and here it says every time I will be decremented by 1, I minus minus, but it will reach till 1. So it will be starting from 5, 5, 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Okay. Now I have already mentioned the statement of my outer loop, and I have mentioned the time of execution this outer loop will be doing. Now let me think. This is for my outer loop I have already done. Now let me think about the inner loop. So inner loop, the first statement is this, second statement is this, third statement is this, and this is my fourth statement. And here, guys, this is nothing but my j. Okay. Now let me see and let me think for my inner loop. So inner loop, here it says that inner loop will every time start from 1 and it will reach till I. So but for the first time, and every time what will happen? J plus plus. So every time 1 will be incremented. Yes or no? See this j plus plus, na. So every time 1 will be incremented, and it will reach till I. So at first time my I is 5. So j started from 1. Then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the second time my I is 4. But my j will be started from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For the third time it will be 1, 2, 3. Then for the 1, 2, then this is 1. Understood? Now just write the same thing. Now as I know j is my inner loop, just write 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think it will be 15. Yes. Number times is 15. And if I will be thinking about my I loop, which is my outer loop, it will be 5 times. So here you can mention. Okay. Did you follow the process that I have right now told you? Yes, you need to follow this process only. Okay. So here inner loop will be 15 times. And my outer loop will be how many times? Let me write again. 5 times. Okay. Are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying this? Okay. Now number 7. The similar kind of question. Okay. Now I need to think, as I told you, need to think for only the outer loop. This is my outer loop. This is my outer loop. And this is my outer loop. So the value of I will be started from 1 and it will reach till 3. And every time it is incremented by 1. You also need to see that the increment value is plus 1 or every time it is increment by 2. Here I can see I plus plus means every time it is 1. That is why from 1 I am going to 2, then I am going till 3. Okay. Now I have already written for my outer loop. Now I will be thinking about inner loop. This is 1 statement. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. And this is nothing but my j dear. Okay. Here it says every time my j will start from 1 and it will reach till 2. It is not depending on my what? Outer loop's value. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes or no? This will be, this is what will execute in my inner loop. So total number of times my inner loop executes here is 2 into 3, 6. And my outer loop 3 times. Okay. Here let me write. Here let me write. This is my outer. This is my inner. Okay. See, follow the process that I am following right now. In examination, you won't be doing any. You will not be observing any kind of mistake that you have done. Okay. You will be correctly attending this type of question. Now I have brought a combination of for loop and the while loop. Okay. You need to follow the same thing. Just do not be so confused. Now this is my outer loop 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Yes. Now as I can mention, my outer loop has started from 5 and it will reach till 1. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. See, very beautifully I'm writing down this, right? Now let me erase this outer loop now. Now I will not be considering my outer loop. Now this is nothing but my j there. Okay. Now let me think about inner loop. So here it says my inner loop will start from 1 and it will reach till I. So for the first time, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For the second time, it will start from 1 and it will reach till I, which is nothing till 4. And for the third time, it will reach till 3. Then 1, 2, then 1. Okay. Are the things becoming easy right now? Yes, yes, okay. Now just say me how many times this j loop which is my inner loop, is executing. You need to mention this down in our comment section. Okay. Let me see. Are you watching this video properly with seriously or not with a pen and paper? Comment down. Okay. Comment. Write in the comment section the number of times this inner loop has executed and my outer loop is executed over here. Now see, this is another beautiful question. Can you see this question is designed? This is j, dear. See, okay. This is nothing but my j. Can you see the question? This is j modulus I is equal to 0. Now the question has asked in a very beautiful manner. Here it is not asking that how many times my inner loop will execute. Here it is asking, say me how many times that this condition will become true in my when my inner loop will execute. You need not to be worried for this. You need to just write down. See, again you need to follow the same process, but slight change we will be doing here. This is my outer loop. So outer loop, yes, as I can see, my outer loop is I will start from 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Yes? Yes or no? My outer loop has started from 1 and it is reaching till 5. Now let me think about j loop. Here it says every time my j loop will be started from 1 and it will reach till 10. Okay? Yes or no? So it is not depending upon my outer loop. My inner loop j is not depending on my outer loop, which is I. Now what I need to do, I need to see how many times this loop will become true. Now just see me what's the value for j for the first time. I divided by 1 by 1. Okay, is it equal to 0? Yes. Then let me change the value of j to, is it modulus 1 is equal to 0? Yes, it is equal to 0. Then 3 modulus 1 is equal to 0. Yes. 4 modulus 1 is equal to 0. Yes. And it will reach till what? As I can see, 10 is the factor of every numbers. So it will reach till 10. So I can say for the first time, my inner loop has worked for 10 times. Means 10 times, for the first time my loop will work for 10 times. Yes or no? First time the inner loop has worked for 10 times. As I can see that every number is divisible with what? Is divisible with 1. So as I can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. If I will be taking 1 till 10, every number will be divisible with 1. So for the first time it is till 10. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Then for the second time. For the second time what will happen? The value of I will be 2. Yes or no? The value of I will be 2 and here it will be, and j will be from 1 to 10. So here the range is set. It is nothing but in the inner loop from 1 to 10 is the range, and it will be now observed that how many values are divisible with 2. We know if it will be asked to us, it's a very common question, right? If it will be asked to us that how many times my from 1 to 10, how many numbers are divisible with 2? What will be my answer? What will my answer? 2 is divisible with 2. 4 is divisible with 2. Then 6. Then 8. Then 10. This is only the simple question. Yes or no? Then for the third time again my range will become from 1 to 10. But here I need to see how many are divisible with 3. Is this not the question is asking to us? Yes. Then 3 modulus 3. 6 modulus 3 is equal to 0. 9 modulus 3 is equal to 0. And again, the range is from 1 to 10. And let us see how many are divisible with 4. Divisible by 4. Then it will be 4 modulus 4 is equal to 0. 8 modulus 4 is equal to 0. Easy? Okay. Then again 1 to 10, the range is 1 to 10. Then let me see how many are divisible with 5. 5 modulus 5 is equal to 0. And 10 modulus 5 is equal to 0. See, things are here. Let me see, this is 10 times, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be 5 times. And this will be 3 times. This will be 2 times. And here it will be again 2 times. Okay. So how many times total? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Let me see. 10 times 10. Then this is 5. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. As I can see, the 22 times. Okay. 22 times will be the situation when my condition will become 2. Now you need to mention in the comment section that how many times my outer loop will execute and how many times my inner loop will execute. Here I have only mentioned how many times this condition will become true in my inner loop. Now you need to write down in the comment section how many times my outer loop will execute and my inner loop will execute, irrespective of the condition will be true or not. Okay, let me see. Okay, now the next question. Okay, here as you can see, I have used 3 loop. There is one outer loop, then inside this there is an inner loop, and there is an innermost loop as well. It is also very easy. As I told, every time you need to watch this way, that this is my outer loop. So let me give the numbering of my outer loop. K is lesser than or equal to 5. This is my, so every time it will be K plus plus. Okay, so no, I have written. Okay, this is my first statement. This is my second. This is also very important question. You can just pause this video and you can just write out. So what will happen? The value of K will be, at first it will be 2, then it will be 3, then 4, then 5. Yes or no? Outermost loop I am talking about. See, my K is starting from 2 and every time it is incrementing by 1 and it is reaching till 5. Then for the second time, so here I told, now for the outer loop I have already written whatever thing will happen. Now let me think about I loop. So here it says every time the I will start from 1 and it will reach till K. So what will happen? This will be, it will start from 1 till K. The 1, 2, 3. Then it will start from 1 and it will reach till K. Then it will start from 1 and it will reach till K. Yes or no? And inside this, what will happen? When my I loop will execute once, what will happen? The J loop entirely be used. Yes or no? Now let me give number. If this is my innermost loop, what will happen? This will, when my I will work for once, then my J loop will work entirely. Yes or no? This whole J loop will execute because it is my innermost loop. For my J loop, I is the outer loop. Now let me see. If my I loop will work for once, then let me see. Here as I can see, my innermost loop is not depending in any of the loop. It will start from 1 and it will reach till 2. So if my I loop will work once, then my J loop will be 1, 2. Again this will be 1, 2, as it will be 1. Excuse me guys, this will be 1, 2. Yes or no? When I will be 3, again my J loop will work for 2 times. Sorry, 2. Then again this will be 1, 2. Can you observe whatever I'm saying? Can you observe whatever I'm saying? Then again 1, 2. And here when my I will be 1, J will be again worked twice. Then here as well twice. Here it will work twice. Then here it will work twice. Then here it will work twice. Okay, why am I writing this? Because I want to make you understand everything. Now let me see how many times my inner loop has worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. So my inner loop has worked for 28 times. What about my I loop? I loop as I can see, this will be, let me use a different pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So my I loop has worked for 14 times. What is my outermost loop, which is my K? So it has worked for 2, 3, 4, 5, which is my 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, lovely. Understood this? this is the way by this is the approach that you need to put whenever you are solving this type of questions. And there is compulsory one question you must be getting in your board exams. Now there is another question for you which you need to mention in your comment section. Just take a pause, write down, just execute this and write down the answers in the comment section, and let me see what's your answer. Okay, now the saddest part of this video, do you know this? See, can you see most of the viewers who are watching my video entirely has not yet subscribed my video. Why? And subscribers are only 46.9%, and my non-subscribers who are watching these videos are 53.1%. Okay, you must subscribe this video. You must subscribe this particular channel. Okay, you should like this particular video. Okay, write the comment whatever question I have asked in the entire video. Just write down the answers and also give the feedback. Have you enjoyed this video or not? Okay, and share it with your friends or your school's group. Whoever is facing problem in this particular case, you can just say to them, I have forgotten to say you, there is already a playlist, okay, for every type of questions, like multiple based questions, competence based questions. Okay, I have created a playlist. You can watch that playlist. Okay, you can also share that playlist in your school group or with your study partner, so that they will be able to observe that yes, this kind of questions will be coming in the board examination. Okay, subscribe to this particular channel, love this particular channel, like this particular channel and press the bell icon. Okay, so that you will be getting every updates. Whatever videos I will be uploading will be updated and you will be notified by this. Okay, thank you so much. Prepare well for your board examination. All the very best.